Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Philly Flexer back in the building again today. I know it's been a little time off or whatnot, but you know I am a working man, single dad now right there. But anyways, so today I thought we'd just go ahead and get back into the Amiri series or whatnot of every Eminem song ranked part two or whatnot. Now I know if you look at my titles, I got a part one and part two, but it's part two of part one. I had to separate it up into two different things. But this one right here, we're gonna do it in one sit. We ain't gonna stop. We're gonna go through the whole list. We gonna talk about it. We're gonna breathe about it. We're gonna breathe on it. And I'm glad I watched the first one, so now I can compare some of the songs he said was trash and some of the songs that now whatnot that he gave me a little insight on it. I just said it like that or whatnot, and we'll see what's going on. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop into this joint.
Two is going to be me praising Eminem and talking about all of the songs out of that 160 bunch that I do enjoy. Eminem got a lot of hits, so let's get to it. The first tier is the guilty pleasure tier. These are songs
that I can honestly admit is a bad song, but I enjoy it anyway. And we all have songs like that. There are bad songs that we enjoy. So I want to see what's on this tier list right here.
that honestly I can admit that they are bad, but I like them anyway. Like if you looked at the songs in this tier and told me like, bro, these songs are trash, like I understand why you would call them trash. Like, but hey, I still enjoy them.
Good first choice. Good first choice. And I don't think that song. I don't think anybody. People might say, "Oh, it's not one of Eminem's best songs or whatnot," but it's a banger.
Turn me back up! Are you insane? Trying to talk over me?
I've always liked this song for one reason: Call of Duty Black Ops 1 Zombies. If you know, you know. If you don't know, ask someone in the comments.
No.
But although I like the track, Won't Back Down has never been a good song to me, as the punchlines are lame as hell on this one.
You can't tell us nothing. Our head and we're stubborn.
I actually really love the bridge to this song. You can't tell us nothing, our head, and we're stubborn. But other than that, like this song is bad because it's lyrically all over the place. He goes back and forth from talking about how the world is a really dangerous place to live in due to terrorism attacks and stuff, and he talks about how popular and how great of a rapper he is, and he's better than other rappers.
Homie, come here, brother. Come on, I'm around you. Look, man, me and you, we have some conversations lately. You becoming a cool dude to me, my guy. How the fuck you gonna put this up on here and not cold wind blows? I love you too, my guy. I know. Go on. Let's continue.
These two subjects do not transition well together on the same song. And Nowhere Fast more so comes off as, nigga, can you choose a topic and stick to one? Because this back and forth stuff isn't working.
Hold on.
The way you shake it, I can't believe it. I ain't never seen a ass like that.
Ass Like That made me realize that M was doing the annoying accents thing way before it came out. He's super obnoxious with how he talks on this song. It's for a reason, since he's imitating someone else, but here's the insane part. I'm not that annoyed by it when it comes to this song. I'm actually impressed with how well his impressions are done on here.
Okay.
Ass Like That
Okay.
completes an astounding 6.
No cap. Ass like out of all those songs you just named, Ass Like That is probably one that I'm gonna skip out of all those. Yeah, I'm not even saying that, I'm gonna skip it because that whole six songs right there, I'm gonna play them all. But out of all them six, come on now.
Encore is widely considered M's worst or second worst album. But out of those 6, Ass Like That is the song that I can actually tolerate. Yep, that was it for the guilty pleasure tier. Only those 3 songs. Eminem.
Yeah, that was Exhibit A, and it's finally.
Get the fuck out.
Bro, that is the
Get
most
the fuck out of
diabolical,
Get out of my house.
twisted, cold blood.
Eminem has 30 songs that I think are bad, and 27 of them I don't like at all, but I do like those 3. But this tier right here is the decent tier. These are songs that I enjoy, but I don't think they're fire. Like, I'm not gonna say that these are the best songs that Eminem has ever made or nothing like that. They're just alright songs that the overall song is nice to listen to. I really don't think any of the 3 people in this song necessarily killed it.
Facts. Facts. That is pure facts. I am not gonna cap with you on that. Crack a bottle. The hook and the beat is what sells this song. Dre, 50, and M all seem like they just put like throwaway verses on this hoe. It seemed like some shit they was like, hey, remember that song we did? And you did that when this was here, but it didn't come out. Can we just put those three verses together? I got a beat for it. M got a hook. It seemed like there was no love put in the cracker bottle. It was just, let me just put out a club type banger. I don't know. Let me stop before I make this video too long.
Bottle is a decent track, but that's it. I don't think, oh, this song goes crazy like a lot of y'all do. Did y'all see the new music video for the song that dropped recently too? I'm sorry, but considering that M, Dre, or 50 was even in the video, that whole music video was a miss. Like, a random ass fan could have made that. Aw, look at Eminem trying to make a little love song. The hook for this track is fire, but overall, it's really Eminem and Denon doing a little soft track about how well they'll treat the ladies. The song.
Shout out to you for not saying Mr. Porter. Saying Denon.
It's cool.
Just trying to buy me some time, then I remember this magic trick. Go, go, gadget dick.
I love singing the
I
hook
love
to
this
this song.
song.
It's hella catchy. Why
I love this song.
this world keeps turning round and round. But overall, this song isn't nothing too crazy. It's a humorous.
I feel like it's a sleeper banger that people don't talk about. It's under the. You gotta be an Eminem fan to know about that song, bro. You see, as soon as it started playing, I already knew.
Little storytelling song.
I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
This is actually one of my weaker Eminem songs. A lot of people love this song. I think it's whack.
It's been a ride.
Oh wow, y'all about to be on my ass for not having this in the fire tier. I never thought Eminem singing on the hook was that good, and he has several bad puns
I didn't like it.
in this song.
None of it.
Quit playing with the scissors and shit and cut the crap. I'ma treat this roof like my daughter and raise it. I'm strong enough to go to the club and lift the liquor counter up. Yeah, I'm raising the bar. Like, he has some really ass puns in here. I definitely do like the song, but people who think Not Afraid is a top 10 Eminem track, I wouldn't go that far.
Told you this album sucked. I don't know. Don't put none of the Marshall Mathers LP shit up on here. I told you that album sucked.
If y'all was expecting this to be in the fire tier, then I'm sorry. But I think Love Game is just okay. Conveniently for me, I don't really like Kendrick Lamar's verse either. And although it sounds
Yeah,
hella
album
rapid fire and all over the place, I like the final verse from M. Go what you wanna, go and do what you wanna do, I don't care.
For the cracks in the road that drove me, there's no place like home.
This has always been my number one
I'm starting to see maybe your taste in Eminem, but I want to see what you got in the fire tier. Because I'm starting to see your taste in Eminem.
favorite song on Revival, but that's solely because
Matter of fact, Amiri, you have a video. Yeah, I'm talking to Amiri right now. I ain't even talking to the people who's watching the video. I saw one of your videos from like 3 years ago that said rappers that I think it was I never will listen to or I never will give a chance to or some shit like that. I'm going to check that video out because me and you, we gonna have some conversations about music because I feel like me and you got some opinions, Brody.
because of Alicia Keys. And I mean solely because of Alicia. This is the main anti-Trump song that's on this album. He spent the whole song complaining about Trump and his administration and that he's ruining our country. I feel like M could have came with better lines because a lot of the wordplay he used on this track was really bad.
It's a broke day, but everything is okay. I'm up all night, but everything is alright.
This song doesn't have a hard-hitting feel to it. The overall atmosphere is very laid back.
It's one of those songs that's just I'm sitting on the bus, I got my headphones on, I'll let it play.
And mellow, and it's a positive
I ain't sat on no bus in about 10 years.
and negative. It's a nice little motivation song, but it's pretty slow too. I was very surprised that I didn't dislike this song. I've always
too.
seen Stepdad be called terrible and one of the worst songs on the album, but I think the storytelling was fine. The beat sounds like the NWO theme song. It's hella cool. This song is actually okay.
I might disagree with you on that one. The storytelling, no, I'm disagree with you at. Storytelling is cool. I hate the hook. Sometimes Eminem can do that. Hey, he can do that with like other shit or whatnot. Like I can't even think about something right now off the top of my head because I don't even want to keep going. But Eminem can do that sometimes and it sounds good. Well, matter of fact, what was the song? Damn, I can't remember the song right now. There was a song he said in the last video that he was like, "Oh, I can't sing because of this singing or whatnot." But I feel like this is like in the same realm as that shit.
But now you're sitting in the corner crying, and now it's my fault, my fault.
My Fault is one of those songs
My fault is when you got a soft heart. Don't listen to My Fault.
where I'm super surprised there's never been a music video for it. Because
Do you hear what he's saying in it? No, don't make a music video of that.
M's acting in this song is so realistic. Like, he sold the role really well, and it makes it seem like he's really at a party taking
Put
shrooms.
that bitch on
My Fault
OnlyFans or
isn't the
something.
most appealing song in the world, but it's nice enough.
But it's a good song. And now, why you don't have Criminal in the hot tier? That's what you should have in the heat tier. My words are like, before the song plays, my words are like a dagger with a jagged edge. I'll stab you in the head, whether you or legs. I mean, I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Every time I write a rhyme, these people think it's a crime to tell them what's on my mind.
I do wish the Marshall Mathers LP would have ended on a much stronger record, because although Criminal is aight, I do think it's a pretty redundant, I'm a crazy lunatic, I don't care what anybody says about me kind of song, which Eminem has already made a ton of those
Hey,
by
it's
that
me,
point.
Versace.
Cause this is what happens when bad meets evil. And we hit the trees and we look like Vietnamese people.
Royce complimented M's style really well here. I don't think this is a fire back and forth like Guilty Conscience is with Dre, but this is a cool little collab.
I feel like you're right. You're right. It's not as hot as a song as Guilty Conscience. But I feel like it's another song that slept on. It's another song that slept on.
And I love how they say "See You in Hell" for the
Because I honestly feel like Bad Meets Evil is a better song than Fastlane. To me.
sequel, and that was actually the name of their 2011 joint album.
If I were to die murdered in cold blood tomorrow, would you feel sorrow, show love?
People never admit this, but Eminem actually did get renegaded on this song. That's right, I said it. The person that has the best verse on When the Music Stops is Con Artist, who has the third verse.
My man is telling some truths. I'm not. Why are you doing this to me? My man is telling truths right now. I thought he was gonna come in and just be like, "Oh yeah, y'all thought this song was good. I thought this song was good." All this here. My man is speaking some facts right now.
I stand on this too. Since we're on the subject of Eminem and D12, I will say that My Band from their D12 album is a better song than their collabs from M's albums. My Band is better than this, is better than Under the Influence, and is better than One Shot, Two Shot.
Yes. No, I wouldn't say My Band. I would say Purple Pills. No. Maybe I say My Band. But I get where you're going for. And then he disses it and then brings it up. But it wasn't really a diss. So I'm gonna see what it says.
One shot, two shot, three shots, four shots, all I hear is gunshots. This is where the fun stops.
I stand by what I just said. This is a really cool storytelling track, but D12 certainly have better songs together than this.
Baby, 'cause we're crazy in love.
I do get why someone would say
Top tier background music for me.
M's non-stop flow wouldn't be that appealing to them, but I actually like his flow here. And it's helped by the heart sample, which is cool too. His verse has like a building up tension, keeping you on your toes kind of feel, and that helps the song to me. And Too Deep is a really weird song about being willing to be someone's
We here.
side nigga because you really love the girl that bad. The Long John Silver selfish line and the open season keep it 100 dear lines were absolutely horrible. I actually enjoy M singing here, but this is another basic relationship song.
And this is what we was talking about earlier when about him singing. That's one of the ones I like him singing on.
I gotta tell myself.
There's 2 songs on Music to Be Murdered By that I didn't care for off my first listen, but as time went on, I enjoyed both of them, and I even put them in a video I made called 5 Songs That Grew on Me Part 2. Farewell is one of them. The other one is in the fire tier. I'll point it out when we get there.
Cause I don't ever wanna lead a game without at least saying goodbye.
The final song to this horrible no, I'm kidding.
Boy, we about to box. We were about to box.
I think Encore is a cool little party track to end this album off with. It's not nothing crazy, but as long as it wasn't a stinker of a finale, then I'm fine with it.
Pop must be the ganja, it's the marijuana that's creeping upon me while I'm so high.
I really like the hook for Must Be the Ganja, and other than the beginning of the second verse, he doesn't just rhyme a bunch of nonsense together on here. M's performance on here is what he should have done on Old Time's Sake.
I can take all of you motherfuckers
Okay.
on it once. You want it shady? You got it.
This song would have easily been in the fire tier if it had a better hook. That, don't follow my face, don't follow my face, oh, like, I can't stand that.
W notes. But I kinda agree. Like I still like the hook, but it could have been a little bit something better. But maybe that's what he was going for, something a little subtle, so the verses can still eat. Because you think you didn't want the hook to overpower the verses.
The diss to Tyler the Creator was hella uncalled for too. M has went on to say he regrets saying it, but nah, you knew what you was doing.
I've been down that road and now I'm back, sitting on square one.
Throughout the years,
heard
I've
that song
only
in
ever turned
minutes.
on this song just to hear Eminem singing at the beginning. That very start of Eminem.
That's a name I ain't seen in a hot minute right there. Stat Quo. I think he got like 1, maybe 2 songs that I used to fuck with. Fuck with Obi Trace, man. I do a Stat Quo. I have to go type it in so I can figure out what song that I like. Well, hold on real fast. So, yeah, this is gonna be a video. We making this a video. Hold on real fast. I gotta look this up. That can't be the song.
Hey, pack some up in there. Yeah.
No, that was not. That couldn't be the song.
It ain't just
There was. Ooh, Stat Quo. Don't make me think that I didn't really like you like that. I could have sworn Stat Quo had a song that I used to fuck with. You can't tell me that I.
in a place off bean for the A Bambino, GMM Nino. Never been faded, you hated, I made it. The hood's are later, your rims outdated, so get some new ones.
I don't. Never mind. Take back what I said.
Them harmonizing, I actually think sounds good. But other than that, this is a very disrespected song. I always see it get put as bottom 5 on Encore. This track is definitely better than several other tracks on their album.
And don't you say any names because once again, me and you gonna box about Encore.
But I still don't give a fuck, y'all can kiss my ass.
Am I the only one that feels that Still Don't Give a is a way better song than Just Don't Give a This was always the better sounding one, and it's funny how he made a sequel to a song on the same album, and the sequel is better than the original.
I like the wobble wobble, shake it, break it. Nigga, we made it.
I ain't really fuck with accommodating.
Also, am I the only one that thinks that Young and May's verse is more enjoyable to listen to than both Eminem's verses?
No, that was the main reason why I didn't like the song because I didn't like Eminem's wobble. I mean, Young and May's wobble wobble, shake it, and the bitch I've been through, and the bitch when I've been into. I'm like, showed you some love. Evidently, I'm missing something. I don't like Young M.A. I don't think. outside of that ooh, that I think that's the only song that I like by Young M.A. And I think I really like just like the hook. I don't get it.
I'm being very serious when I say that too. I still think Eminem did a nice job, but he had many bad punchlines in here, and I actually don't blame people who think this song is a skip. I can completely
Didn't like the song.
understand why somebody wouldn't like this song. I enjoy the hook and the rock influence mixed with old school hip hop. It works well. But he's not rapping about anything that makes me think like, oh my gosh, Berserk is really good. People sleep on that song. Like, nah, it's just alright. I know a lot of you have heard ever since this album came out that Need Me feels like a Pink featuring Eminem song instead of the other way around. And I'm actually one of the people that agrees with that. The song is
Second that.
4.5 minutes long. M has a minute and a half, and Pink is singing for the other 3 minutes. So this is damn near her song. You don't even hear Eminem's voice until the song is 2 minutes in. So I still like it because I love how powerful Pink is singing, but it's still just a basic relationship song.
When I was just a little baby boy, my mama used to tell me these crazy things.
This is probably the catchiest intro of any Eminem song.
She's tell me hold on. When I was just a little baby boy, my mama used to tell me these crazy things. She used to tell me that my daddy was an evil man. She used to tell me he hated me. But then I got a little bit older and I realized he was the crazy one. I'm gonna stop.
Song ever. The moment you hear that, when I was just a little baby boy, like you can't help but sing the rest of it. Although the intro is catchy and the beat and chorus are really bouncy and cool, I really don't care for the verses on this song. The 3 verses on Kill You are all misses to me. Now,
and we're only 12 minutes into the video, and it has 20 more minutes left, and now we're into the fire tier. So you telling me you got 20 minutes of Eminem songs you want to talk about? Let's see. Unless there's another tier. Okay.
oh, here we go. The fire tier. These are the best Eminem songs of all time to me. These are top tier.
You better come hard with it. You better
Comment
come
down
hard
below what Eminem songs you would have in your fire tier, and what are your favorite Eminem songs of all time. We got a lot of songs to talk about. It's time to see why Eminem is a legend. Let's get it.
But I do know one thing, no.
How great is our God? Sing with me, how great is our God?
W #1 song to start off with. That's all I gotta say.
Bitches, they come, they go.
This is like the ultimate anti.
If you don't like this Eminem song, then just don't like rap music. If you don't like this Eminem song, just don't even listen to rap music. Because this right here, and then for them mark ass motherfuckers that want to say that Drake did it better, get up off that nigga dick. How you gonna do something better than something that somebody else wrote? This nigga here did the Project Pat song, then gonna do a Superman. Another
a
subject.
Sim song. To hear Eminem of all people after his issues with Kim turn around and sing about how he'll never help a bitch through her problems and he just wants the neck. I've always liked this song. The whole vibe is funny. I love the melodies. First thing you say, I'm not phased. I hang around big stars all day. I don't see what the big deal is anyway. You're just plain old Martian to me. I honestly think Superman is a really good song.
Cause you can be a star, no matter wherever you are. You're never too far from rapping you are.
Hands down one of the most underrated Eminem songs in his catalog. It's amazing hearing him talk about becoming successful in life is solely up to you and how much you're willing to work for it. Hearing his conversations with the Nine throughout the song makes you feel how down bad he was when he was in the slums with no money. So seeing him go from that to becoming the global superstar that he is today is literally beautiful. Never Too Far is the best song on this album. And I think Stepping Stone is hands down the best song on Kamikaze. Hearing him talk about his relationship with D12 and how he feels that he's at fault that the other members of the group then become huge stars.
You know, what I'm gonna agree with you on. Hold on.
And rap like he did. But at the same time, he tells them that that's not his fault because they all have their own careers to boost and they can't be riding off of the support of being his friends. Yeah, I think this is the best song on Kamikaze. And
Okay, I'm starting to see now. Your boy's starting to see now. Now, because in all honesty, this is not one of my favorite songs. Mainly for that reason. I can't stand seeing friends fight. I really can't. But at the same time, I don't know, man. Seven song is just it just wasn't. I don't know. Maybe I need to go back and listen to it again.
I stand by that.
If I had $1 million, it wouldn't be
W song.
enough, 'cause I'd still be out robbing armored trucks.
If I Had is my favorite song on the Slim Shady LP. There's something about early Eminem songs where he's rapping about how depressed and down bad he was that makes you so proud of him that he became the success story that he is now. The background harmonies are beautiful and M was
If I had a, who's that girl? I think I know the answer to that, but I can't remember.
really speaking out his frustrations.
Rock bottles, life makes you
Matter of fact, wasn't it? Ditto? Correct me if I'm wrong.
mad enough to kiss rock bottle.
Another
This
banger.
song is fire for the exact same reason as If I Had. You
Another
can
banger.
honestly hear the anger and the suffrage in Eminem's voice that he was ready to get out the hood, and he meant every single word that he spit in this song.
Yeah, baby, do that dance. It's the last dance you'll ever get the chance
Surprises on my man's list.
to do.
This is one of the few horrorcore songs Eminem has that's actually very, very clever. Detailing that all of the victims he kidnaps and kills all scream and fight the exact same way. The screaming, he considers it music to his ears, which is why he calls it a song. And them flailing and kicking trying to get away from him, he considers it a dance. So it's the same song and dance for every victim that he attacks. This is hella dope. I said, yeah.
Once again, I'm just surprised it's on your list. I didn't think you was into that side of Eminem. That's the one thing y'all do want to say. I didn't think you liked that side of Eminem, but you proved me wrong, sir.
Baby.
'Cause we came here to do this tonight. We don't wanna fight, we don't wanna, we're feeling uptight.
I love the party feel that this song has and how upbeat it is. But admittedly, this song also suffers from that trying too hard to be lyrical aspect that I mentioned with Infinite on my first video.
Okay.
When I stumbled upon his resolution by using the special fusion of chemical solution for this fresh illusion. Like, all of that shit makes me understand that although I like the song, I can still admit that he was pretty try hard on here.
Now I'm finna go search your catalog to see, do you have a ranked songs of Outkast? Because Andre 3000 does that sometimes.
Just Marshall Mathers.
This was a track I didn't even know existed until like 2014. For those of you that have seen my 5 important things I've learned from rappers video, you'll know exactly why I'm saying this. But listening to this album and finding this song, I was taken aback by how enjoyable this song was and how interesting he can make the topic of talking about himself be, since he usually always talking about himself and the consequences of his fame. You would think he would run that topic into the ground, but no, Marshall Mathers is a dub.
You picking some W songs right now. I'm not gonna cap with you. That's why I'm so solemn right now. These are all W songs.
I love this.
I think I'm finna go update my my listen to list based off these songs right here, because I gotta make sure I got all these on my playlist. Like in my, you know what I'm saying, like in my selected songs. I gotta make sure I got all these.
Song because it shows Eminem openly expressing that although he's a super famous rapper and that he had the rap game in a chokehold, all of that stuff can easily go away if he gets in trouble with the law and goes to jail.
Yep.
So this whole song is a reality check for M. Like, all right, let me calm myself down and start being more reasonable with my life. Great record.
Stay away from him, he ain't no good.
A super cool storytelling song. It has 5 verses and all 5 verses are easy to follow. He's not trying too hard to be lyrical like he was throughout the rest of this album. It's simple and it makes for a nice story. Stay away from him, he ain't no good.
I don't wanna
I didn't like that song,
Cool is gonna cool
and it was because of Ed.
this pain.
This is a magnificent relationship song by M. And when this song first dropped,
Then he said the exact opposite of me.
when I watched the music video, I actually thought that this was something real that M was going through in his life. Because he was in the video himself and using his own name, so I thought this was a true story. But yeah, shout out to Ed Sheeran, man. He did a great job on the chorus.
Am I the good guy or do I just play like him and hope that he dumps you?
This song is a million times better than Nice Guy. I don't know what the hell they was doing on Nice Guy.
I'm gonna bypass that.
Good Guy is actually my favorite song released in the entire year of 2018 in general. I absolutely love this song. The sample is great, and M and Jesse do a great job together this time around.
I'm just gonna
Stand there and watch
This song is so overplayed.
me burn.
As legendary as this song has always been, now you get to watch her leave out the window. I guess that's why they call it window pane. Will forever be one of the worst lines of Eminem's entire career. And Eminem stands love eating that line up. Anybody who says it's trash, first thing out their mouth, you just don't get it. Man, go argue with your mama. I get the line. It's just hella corny.
I'm friends with the monster that's under my.
Another video I gotta go see, like bars that blew your mind, because you are. I haven't heard you say it like this bar caught you, or this bar was super hard, or what he said. I haven't heard that yet. And all like I've watched 4 of your videos. I ain't gonna say I've watched 4. I've reacted. I have 4 reactions to your videos now. I don't think not one time you said this bar went hard. But to my point or whatnot, 3 of these videos have been hate videos. So we'll continue on.
bed.
I've actually met people like in real life who said that they don't like this song. I've always thought the song was a dope interpretation of how M embraces his demons and his
Fun fact about me, I don't like Rihanna. There is not a Rihanna song out there that I like. So you put Rihanna on the song, I'm automatically gonna hate it. What up? At me. It would actually boost me, so at me.
insane craze side as opposed to being opposed to it. I get that the song can be really abrasive and loud, but I like it in this case.
I was the G, the OAT once I was played in rotation at every radio station.
Premonition was a really good return to form, and it was a great way to start the Music to Be Murdered by album. This project was a surprise release too, so this being the first song you hear, I think it set the tone right.
I wouldn't have put in the fire. I wouldn't have put in the fire. Now get the conscience, of course, in the fire.
I'm down, relax, start breathing.
fuck that shit.
This has always been one of the best back and forth songs between 2 artists in the history of rap. Great
Facts.
concept,
Facts.
funny lines.
Facts.
I'ma kill you, temper. Definitely a fire track. This may sound like a weird compliment to give a song, but one of the best things about In Your Head is that it doesn't have a third verse. A lot of Eminem songs kind of drag on. They have 3 verses and end up being 4 to 6 minutes. In Your Head is a very concise 3-minute track about his thoughts on his own career, and I think this is the most underrated song on his album.
That's only because in Revival he started I think in Revival he started realizing that niggas don't really want to hear 4 to 6 minute songs anymore. People want 3 to. I mean, like he still does it, but at the end of the day, you gotta start realizing people don't want to hear that shit no more. Not for that long.
Kinda feels like deja vu. I wanna get away from this place I do.
I love Deja Vu because this was the first song on the album where he talked about almost losing his life from drugs in a serious tone,
Yeah.
as opposed to trying to be funny and spinning a bunch of childish rhymes about it, like the other songs on this album. Deja Vu was the song where he actually sat down and told the listener, like, all right, let me tell y'all how real this got.
Okay, that's fast. So underrated.
It's insane that this song is even
But I'm seeing the pattern now.
on this album because it doesn't fit at all. This is something that could have been on Recovery since it fits the more serious tone of that album. But even though it's the #1 song that doesn't fit on the album, is also the #1 best song on the album.
On Relapse? Now, no, no, no. The best song, and you can hate me for this, the best song on Relapse was We Made You. Or maybe Medicine Ball. Number 3 would probably be Deja Vu. And then 4 would probably be Stay Wide Awake. 5 would be... Yeah, I just think 5 songs better than that song. No, yeah, no. Yeah. I think I even like Old Time's Sake above that. I know I like Must Be the Ganja. So, no, we disagree on that one. We disagree on that one.
Brain damage ever since the day
Hold on, there we go. My bad. But W song.
I was born. Drugs, what they used to say I was on.
D'Angelo Bailey has some nerve to try to sue Eminem over this track. This is why you shouldn't be messing with people. You never know what the person is going to grow up to be. Brain Damage is amazing, and it's one of the songs that shows why people love this album so much.
1, 2.
And I hate how a nigga try to come get a bag over something. Nigga, you tormented me as a kid, and I made a song about you, and now you think you can come get some money off of it? No. Here's your little chump change or whatnot for me using your likeliness in the hood. I should have, in the song or whatnot. I didn't even have to give you your shout out. Your name will be forever be associated with Eminem. But at the same time, you a whole mark ass nigga. Yeah, I said it, D'Angelo Bailey. You probably was like 50 years old now. Come at me, my nigga. You don't want to mess it.
Free.
I'm just kidding. I'm not like that. Or am I? Hold on, matter of fact. You want to mess with your boy? Nigga, got room in this bitch.
There goes mama splashing in the water.
I can completely see why M was getting so much controversy.
Can I say something about this song real fast? As a kid, I ain't gonna say as a kid, as a teenager, listen to the song. I got the message, but it wasn't clicking with me. Cause you know I was a kid who never wanted. I was a dude who never wanted kids in life or whatnot. So the message wasn't clicking with me. I was between dad and then relationship shit. I wasn't going through no toxic shit, nothing like that. So this song didn't click with me. So 19 Bonnie and Clyde, like I realized it was a good lyrical song, good storytelling song, but it was one of those that it didn't resonate with me because I didn't have nothing to resonate with. I didn't think it was. I mean, how can I say? And you might be like, "Oh, well, feeling high at the same time or whatnot." How you gonna think that "Drug Ballad" is a good song and you didn't do drugs at that time or whatnot? And I'm like, well, at least I thought it was funny, and I knew enough about drugs in my life or whatnot to where I knew what happens with people with drugs. So that's why I could say like, oh, that song right there goes hard. But if I haven't experienced anything that Eminem was talking about in 97 Bonnie and Clyde, I can't relate to that hoe. And that's exactly how I felt that hoe. Like I had nothing, zero not interest, but investment in the song.
For a song like this, a storytelling song where you killed your baby moms and having your daughter help get rid of the body. Whew! The production of this song definitely helps with the spooky topic, and it's top notch Eminem.
I never knew I would get this big. I never knew I'd affect this kid.
This song is literally a more enjoyable version of Role Model. M spends the entire song pointing fingers at the parents who still claim that his music negatively impacts kids. And
That's an interesting take to take.
he just jokingly talks about how he didn't think he would be so popular and so influential with his music.
A different version of role model.
Some of you may say, how can you like Who Knew but not Role Model, even though they're about the same thing? Who Knew just sounds better to me. That's pretty much it.
Fine without you, and it must know.
I'm gonna go listen to those songs back to back. Because I don't see them as two of the same types of songs. I'm gonna go listen to those after this.
Oh my gosh.
Stop playing songs from this album.
I have a newfound respect for this song. For the past several years, I've always thought this song was ass. But this song hit different when I was listening to it for this video.
I know this.
I was like, hold on. Even though his singing still isn't the best, like this song is very powerful. And I was actually enjoying it. Like, goddamn. you guys do not understand how surprised I am that this song is in the fire tier. My opinion on Stronger Than I Was is insanely different now, and I actually
It should have been part one of my videos.
think it's a good song.
And then you go to Talking to Myself, which is a banger? Come on now.
The first verse of this song is hands down one of the best
You confusing the shit out of me.
Eminem verses of all time. The whole song is great, but I definitely recommend listening to what he said on the first verse if you want to hear greatness.
How you gonna love Cinderella Man but not Cold Wind Blows? They the two hardest songs on the album. If Cold Wind Blows doesn't pop up in this next 16 minutes, I'm gonna be pissed off. He better say, hey, even though I put it on this right here or whatnot, it's still a fire song or whatnot. I just gotta say that blah 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 is here. You better say some shit like that.
Cinderella Man, Cinderella Man, Cinderella Man.
M's performance on this song is okay. What helps it in the fire tier is Kobe's vocals and the production. That Cinderella Man is hella catchy.
I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't, then why would I say I am?
Eminem was justified in every ounce of anger he had on this song. He spoke for every celebrity when he was talking about entitled fans. There are people who truly believe that if you're a celebrity, that you should always be in a good mood and fulfill every single fan's desires. If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be where you are today. Like, even if that's true, that don't mean you can just walk into a celebrity's house and sit at their dinner table and then get mad that they don't give you a plate. Like, this song is incredible.
You wouldn't be able to, the type they'd be like, you wouldn't be able to afford this filet mignon if I wouldn't been donating to you and about my but nigga, you can't afford filet mignon. You donate me Burger King money. So let's go eat some Burger King together then. Back the fuck up. Matter of fact, you only donated $10 or whatnot, so we getting what, the 2 for 10? And you gonna cover the taxes? And once again, because you only covered me $10 or whatnot, I still gotta pay Twitch Day money and then taxes on top of that. So out of that $10 that you gave me, unless it's donated, but out of that $10 you gave me or whatnot in subs, I'm getting 7 of that. Well, no, I take it back. 5 of that or whatnot, and then I gotta pay taxes on that, which is like 30%, 20% of that shit or whatnot. So I'm getting what, $270 out of that 10 you sent me? Just saying.
This is a much better superhero themed track than Gatman and Robin with 50 Cent. The songs aren't necessarily about the same thing. Gatman and Robin is about dealing with beef, and Business is about saving the rap world from danger. But since they both use the gimmick of two people being Batman and Robin, I would definitely recommend Business as the better song.
Facts.
I'll never love again the way I loved you.
Do y'all remember when I was talking about Farewell and I said that there were 2 songs from this album that grew on me? Never Love Again is the second song that I was talking about.
Okay.
When I very first heard it, I dismissed it as another relationship song. But when I actually sat down and listened to it, I peeped the double entendre of him talking about drugs, and I was like, "Oh yeah, this is a great song."
I saw some trouble everywhere that I go. Ask the bouncers in the club cause they know.
Such a clean ass collaboration between these 5 guys. Eminem fit in perfectly with the West Coast vibe created with this track, especially when he imitated Snoop's flow at the end of his verse. Great track, and R.I.P. Nate Dogg.
No matter how many battles I've been in, no matter how many magazines on my neck,
of Nate Dogg, I've always felt this was a really underrated Eminem verse. Not because he has any insane internal
And 50s.
rhymes like some of you nerds be wanting to hear, but based on what he's actually saying. Saying that Dre be having to calm him down from going at other rappers on wax. And him saying that he knows that people be having to spin his records back hella times to catch all the bars that he be saying. Never Enough is really slept on.
I'm loving how he's putting all these Nate Dogg features back to back. Every time Nate Dogg got up on the Eminem track, it was a fucking hit. Outside of Shake That Ass For Me, Shake That Ass For Me, I didn't really fuck with that.
Speaking of Nate Dogg, this is an iconic M record that was helped by his contribution. This was a pure example of Eminem being hungry in his early days and saying that
No. It's not. This song wouldn't have been what it was without Nate Dogg. I don't think anybody else could have done this. I don't think anybody else had the voice to do this song or whatnot. At the time or whatnot, you had Akon that was coming up or whatnot. You had shit. I'm really even trying to think about all the singers at the time or whatnot with Nate Dogg. You wouldn't have been able to do everything that you want to do or whatnot. So I don't know.
that he will only ever stop rapping when he feels that he ain't got it in him no more. 20 years later and he's still releasing projects. So hey, he believes that he still got it in him.
Can I say that I feel like Kurt Clean Out My Closet is so overplayed. That The Way You Lie is something else I had in my head. I can't remember now.
M has said a few times that he absolutely hates this song now. He said it in the song Headlights that he would hear the song on the radio and instantly cringe, and he doesn't even like performing it at concerts anymore. But just because he came out over 10 years later and apologized to his mom doesn't mean that this isn't a good record.
Stop playing shit from this album.
Very beautiful song. An apology song to his mom could have easily came off like, man, nah.
I see what you did there. With the Clean Out My Closet in the Headlights. I see what you did there. W Transition still stop playing songs from this album. It sucked.
You was a grown ass man when you made them angry songs about her. Don't try to act like you innocent now. You knew what you was doing. But that's actually not the case, and he sounded very sincere with his apology on Headlights.
Subject I'm gonna go into.
Eminem has always talked trash about his dad throughout his career.
Skylar Grey go hard.
But now that his father has actually died, Eminem just goes off for the third verse and the outro of this song, saying that he didn't cry when he heard that his dad died, and that he doesn't even in the slightest bit care that his father is gone. Even going as far to say that he can't wait till he sees his dad in hell so he can beat his ass while he's down there with him.
Because he was a nigga or whatnot who was never in my life. Never in my life. Didn't give a fuck. But to all y'all up out there or whatnot who don't have your dad, if you do have a chance to find your dad, give your dad a chance. I gave my dad a chance. He didn't even know I existed. And I gave him a chance. And for the 10 years I had him in my life before he passed away, R.I.P. Pop, I appreciate it. I learned so much from that man in that 10 years or whatnot that I wouldn't have learned if I didn't have him. Even though he had been in prison 12 years of my life or whatnot, he still came out there and was like, hey, don't do this, don't do that, be like this, be like that or whatnot. And he gave me some of his bad tendencies, but he gave me some of his good tendencies too or whatnot. And at the end of the day, it's just every little boy growing up need a man in their life. And it's nothing like having the dude who looks just like you telling you, don't do this. Because if he look just like you and he's telling you don't do this, it's kind of like your outer soul speaking to you, telling you, don't do that, bro. Don't do that. As long as you just listen to him, stop being like, oh, nigga, you ain't been, stop, get that spite out of you.
Leaving Heaven is a really chilling song to listen to.
I've been feeling so alone and like I'm so lost.
I don't listen to Don Toliver at all, so I didn't know he can sound this beautiful on a track like this. And no, I'm not saying pause on that. Don Toliver really added on to Eminem's nice
So pause
verses
the
and
part.
made this a really great song.
That was a banger. That was a W banger.
One of the greatest double meaning songs like of all time. I shouldn't be surprised that he's capable of making songs like this because it's Eminem. Like, come on now. But listening to Darkness is a great experience, and it makes you go like, "Wow, Eminem, that was an incredible idea for a song."
Living in this world without you.
This song has always been.
I used to get in trouble because I'm listening to this song. My mama wanna keep me out this world type shit.
Insane. It's disturbing, it's over the top, but that's what makes it interesting to listen to. This is not saying that any song that's disturbing or over the top is automatically fire, but Kim has a great way of showing Eminem's demented mind when it comes to someone he loves hurting his feelings. It's not an easy song to digest, but it is a good one.
Facts.
Great dad, but a bad husband.
I ain't really fuck this song either.
This has got to be one of the most overhated songs of this man's entire career. I have seen people.
Oh wow, you just called me out.
People flamed the fuck out of this song, saying the production was bad and the ex-ambassador's feature was bad. I think both of those things were
I just didn't fuck with the song. I ain't say all that. I just didn't fuck with the song.
good. Plus, the subject matter is amazing. M is saying that when it comes to his kids, no, he's ride or die and he will do anything in the world to make sure that they're good. But when it came to being a husband to Kim, he was just such a horrible person to her for years and years. I've always thought this song was amazing.
But can you be? But at the same time, can't you be a horrible husband if your wife ain't? Another subject.
Let's go back, follow the yellow brick road.
W choice.
As we go on another episode.
I had never heard about the track Foolish Pride and the whole Eminem being racist against black women thing, so Yellow Brick Road caught me off guard, especially that third verse. But I love this track for Eminem talking about his memories growing up in Michigan.
Come along, follow me as I lead through the dark.
Phone started ringing. Sorry about that.
This is a political Eminem song that actually
I'm surprised this song is actually on this list.
does work in my opinion. I'm not going to say Mosh is super slept on or anything, but when it comes to whether hearing Eminem disrespect Donald Trump in his 2017 songs or disrespecting George Bush on this, I'd rather hear some George Bush slander. I love the end of this music video. Just the shot of him and his gang on top of the roof overlooking the city, and then him going to see his childhood home was always really cool to me. There's a few corny lines, but the entire survival of the fittest mindset that he has with the rap game is pretty dope on here. It's so great.
Stop playing songs from his album. Yeah, you saw my hair start knobbing and whatnot, but don't stop playing songs from his album.
Great hearing Eminem talk to us about his insecurities growing up and thinking that it was something wrong with him because of how others treated him. But looking to where he is now as an adult, he's glad that he was different, and he tells other kids that you should be proud if you're not like other people.
Okay.
Legacy is dope.
To you. Can I skip this?
I don't understand why this song got the slander that it did when it came out. The first single from his new album after another 4-year wait, people were saying that it was okay or it just flat out sucked. I don't know what y'all talking about. Walk on Water is a great song.
Because when niggas, no, hold on. This is what we're gonna do. Hold on. Let's just have a talk. Let's just have a talk real fast. Here's the thing about Eminem new singles. You literally, as an Eminem fan or whatnot, you gotta understand that we are so established to, like, I'm gonna say this as me. I grew up with Eminem. I was like 13 when he first dropped. 34 now. Damn. You know what I'm saying? Was I 13? 14, 15, somewhere in there. I can't remember. I know I was in my teens. We got so used to the first single that Eminem dropped was always gonna be that you either gonna get one of the two. You either gonna get a goofy banger, or you gonna get a great lyrical track. When Eminem started dropping all these damn love songs and features with singers and shit and all that right there, that's where niggas like me was like, that's not my Eminem, bro. And I understand that he want to be able to be more mainstream and shit like that or whatnot, but that's not my Eminem, bro. You got rich off of saying shit that I like to hear. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on now. If one of my favorite songs or whatnot is you saying I tie my ropes around tie rope around my penis and jump from a tree, don't you want to grow up to be just like me? So you really think I want to hear you say, just gonna stand there and watch me cry? I don't want to hear that shit. That's not what I come to you for. I don't go to Tyler Creator to hear gangsta bars. I go to Tyler Creator or whatnot to hear Tyler Creator. So when I come to Eminem, I come to hear Eminem. I don't want to hear fucking Macklemore. Or fucking whoever else. Jesus Christ. My bad. This video ain't getting nothing. Let me dropping all these F-bombs in here. Okay, I gotta readjust my camera and shit. Shout out Stephen Larson. My gosh.
But I would have never thought that Eminem and Beyonce would even make a song together. But they did, and it turned out amazing.
Sourpuss gonna get mad just cause his album sucks, and now he wants to take it out on us.
The only thing I want to point out in The Ringer is that this man really tried to defend Revival to his life's content. Talking about, y'all just didn't get it, and it flew over y'all head. No, bro, no, that's not the case for everybody. Eminem fans and Eminem
but you done put some of them Revival songs up on his fire list, so I don't want to hear it.
Himself need to understand that it is possible for someone to understand your lyrics and still think that they're not good. Y'all be so quick to respond.
AKA you.
Maybe you just didn't get it. Like, I hate that. The Ringer is a good song, though.
Sleeper song.
This song and 25 to Life are like the flagship songs that people point to and go, oh, it's a double meaning song. He's rapping about a girl, but that girl is actually hip-hop. Yes, that's what this song is, and it's indeed fire.
Too late for the other side.
Exactly like I just said. Seduction and 25
transition
to Life are pretty much the same song, and they're fire for the same reasons. They're both really good double meaning songs.
It's a little too late to say that you're sorry now. You kicked me when
This wasn't my banger. This wasn't my joint.
I was down.
Amazing collab between Weezy and Marshall. I don't even have to explain. The only thing I'm gonna say here is that I've never listened to their other song, Drop the World. Yep, that's right, I've never listened to it. So for those of you who think Drop the World is
I don't really like now one of them.
better than No Love, hey, I can't speak on that because I wouldn't know.
I feel like both of them. I feel like they should have actually done a different type of track. Quit trying to do the most. The most. That's what they were trying to do. The most. I don't like that shit.
Before you're in love is evil, spell it backwards, I'll show you.
I've always thought the chorus to Spacebound was sung by a woman. I did not find out until I was working on this video that the person who sings the chorus is a grown-ass man. It's a British songwriter named Steve McEwen who performs it. And I went like, oh, wow, I'm sorry. Steve isn't credited as a feature for some reason, but whatever. This is a good love song by him either way.
I love you so much.
I love you.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Him either way.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Give me a hug. Come here. Come here. Give me a hug. Give me a hug. Mwah. Kiss some cheek right there. I gotta fix my camera now. I gotta fix everything now.
Look, I was going to go easy on you, not to hurt your feelings.
The infamous song. This is the one. This is the one. Rap God started a whole wave of rappers who just wanted to rap really, really fast, and they thought it was
No. Rap God made niggas try to catch up because there's been songs out there before. I mean, y'all gotta remember the Bone Thugs and Harmony, Twist Nuts right here. It's just for some odd reason when Eminem decided like, oh, I'm finna show y'all what a rap god really is. All of a sudden it's like, oh, you gonna put the God title up on there or whatnot. T.I. was walking around here talking about king for the whole time, but nobody else tried to claim the king of the South.
impressive. It also started a whole wave of criticism to this day of people who say being able to rap fast doesn't mean a damn thing if you're not saying anything impressive. Rap God is without question an influential song, and although the first verse is pretty weak, people who say this song is trash are flat out tripping. It ain't anything close to trash.
I heard a voice in my head that said, I had no other choice that was left except
I don't care for Slaughterhouse
Ooh, I
really.
forgot
I
about
don't
this
listen to any of them schmucks. But I Will was definitely
Schmucks. That's a tough word right there. Schmucks. Oh, I don't like this camera view right here. Schmucks. Schmucks. Say that again. Camera back and focus. There we go.
a fire track, and it was a nice posse cut to end this album.
Now this looks like a top of me, so everybody just follow me.
It was very smart for M to release this as the lead single for the Eminem show, addressing that the rap game wasn't the same while he was in between albums, and that the only person that can stir up the pot and get people talking again with him was a clever thing to make a song about. I don't blame anybody who has this as a top 5 Eminem song. Sing for the Moment really spoke to a lot of people's hearts about why music is so important from a society standpoint, political standpoint, but most importantly, from an emotional standpoint. Music has always had the ability to put you in a particular mood that nothing else can put you in. And M understands that people, mostly kids, just want to listen to something that makes them feel better if they're in a dark space. That's why Sing for the Moment is such a phenomenal song.
It all makes sense when I look into her eyes.
This was a good song because of the meaning.
Haley's song and Mockingbird, I'm going to talk about them back to back because
I feel like this one about my son.
they are pretty much the
About my son.
same song. A serious, emotional song about how much his daughter Haley means to him. He can't miss when he's making a song about Haley.
And if you ask me to, Daddy's gonna buy you a mockingbird. I'ma give you the word.
Now, I will honestly admit, I completely understand why somebody will say Mockingbird is an overrated song. Eminem's flow on this song is weak at times, and Eminem can't sing worth a damn.
I don't like the
Mockingbird
song.
is
It's
a
good
fire
message,
song solely because of its lyrical content. Even though the flow and singing is not that good, people give this song a pass.
No. Don't give something a pass because it has a good message. If the song sucks, even though it has a good message, it sucks. Mockingbird was not that good of a song. To me.
Because of how emotionally meaningful it is. And yes, I'm one of those people. I honestly do understand why someone would say the song is overrated.
I just keep on going through changes.
Emotionally, this is not only the most powerful song on this album, it's a top 10, one of the most emotionally powerful songs Eminem has made in general. Going Through Changes is on the level of like When I'm Gone and like Toy Soldiers. And I think it's actually an underappreciated record.
Now I ain't gonna say on the level. It's like number 4, 5 maybe. No, Toy Soldiers was a different track. Why ain't we heard nothing about Toy Soldiers?
I think pretty much anybody will tell you that Castle and the Rose are the best 2 songs on this album.
God, why did you take him? I'm trying to keep his legacy alive, but I'm dying.
And the reason for that is that it's a deep and creatively written song of how Eminem regrets telling the world about Haley. How he should have stopped bringing her up in songs when he had the chance. And of course, how bad he feels for almost losing his life back in the mid-2000s. Which would have caused Haley to live the rest of her life without her father. I have never in my life heard someone say that Castle or Rose are bad songs. And if you do think they're bad, there's got to be something wrong with you.
I ain't gonna say they're ain't gonna say they bad songs. They just not my jams.
One of the greatest rap songs of all time. You know it and I know it. I don't have to explain. Magnificent song.
Yeah. Stop playing songs off this album.
And this was a magnificent sequel to Stan. The fourth verse of this song is hands down one of the greatest verses M has ever spit. Hearing M be vulnerable like that is incredible. This track is 7 minutes long, and every second of it deserves all the praise that it gets.
I was like, why we ain't say something about like Toy Soldiers?
This song is beautiful, and me personally, I think this is the best Eminem song of all time, along with When I'm Gone. I got these two songs over Lose Yourself, over Stan, all of them. Like Toy Soldiers is incredible. If you've never sat down and actually paid it.
Toy Soldiers made me cry. The first time I heard it, I cried. My mom walked in the room like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, I ain't gonna, well, I didn't say I don't care. I said, my mom not gonna lie, whatnot. This song, it hit me because it felt like me and my crew. It felt like me and my crew.
Attention to the lyrics of like Toy Soldiers, then what the hell is wrong with you? This is a classic Eminem song that's never grown off of me. I've loved the Real Slim Shady ever since I first heard it, and I still love it just as much.
It's honestly one of the songs that, like, when people say, okay, I've never heard Eminem, and like, okay, let's listen to Real Slim Shady first.
Ending of the third verse going into the chorus is so damn hype to me. And be proud to be out of your mind and out of control. Now one more time, loud as you can. How does it go?
Alto, 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 alto.
Alright, so we got through it. He said that, you know what I'm saying, the stance wasn't gonna whine and all that right there or whatnot. And I still have so many different opinions on Eminem with you or whatnot, man. It's just I don't. I'm sorry. I'm right here with you. I'm right here with you. Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying. Let's go ahead and just let's change the scenery for this one real quick. Let's just do this real quick. Boom. All right, let's have a talk. We've done. Oh snap! I hit the power button on my camera. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we're going to change it up for the last bit of this video. The main thing I want to say is that I feel like some of these tracks, I ain't gonna say some of these tracks. Yeah, I'm gonna say some of these tracks. Some of these tracks should have been on your whack list, the whack tier list, and then some of these should have been on the. I don't know why people think it's hot. Ball Monsieur. I don't know. We have different. I ain't gonna say different opinions on Eminem, but I see what you like about Eminem. I see what you don't like, but I'm starting to see more of your music taste. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive more into the category and see what's going on, and then from there, I'm gonna be able to judge exactly what you like. Because in all honesty, I'm starting to see something real fishy about you, my guy. But I appreciate the content. I appreciate you showing me love and letting me react to your videos and all right here and whatnot. So let's just continue the conversation going on. And y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy Amiri. And link will be down at the bottom or whatnot. Y'all show me love, like and subscribe if you like the video or whatnot, all that good shit right there. And yeah.